Back up your world. Now that we cleared this out, let's discuss what should you do before start playing Minecraft 1.20 Trails and Tales update. The update is just around the corner. It will be released on 7th of June, and in this video I'll share with you what do I do before I play new Minecraft update. These tips will be useful for both those who update their old worlds as well as those who start new. So let's begin. And for starters, I want to get back to my first point. Back up your world. Yes, this advice is straight from Mojang. When you will go to new update, it will ask you to back up your world before you start playing, and I really encourage you to do so. And not only for the update, Mojang is working hard to make transition as good as possible, but bugs unfortunately do happen. So in order to avoid any problems, just create a backup. And a bit of my personal advice, go one step further. I strongly advise you should actually go to your backup folder and copy it somewhere external. Ideally, if it's worlds that you were working for a long time and have a lot of valuable memories, just like this world for me, copy it to external hard drive. That way, if anything ever happens to your PC, your world will be safe. And this applies not only for the update. You should do it regularly, especially after each big project that you do in your world. Regular backups saved my world. One time I was recording a video and then my computer ran out of memory. The game crashed and all the advancements and statistics were gone from the game. Luckily, because I had a backup, I could recover all of that. So yeah, back up your world. Thank me later. If you have the trouble to find the backup or saves folders, there are few ways you can find them. You can open your Minecraft folder from installations, just like this. Or when you are inside the game, you can open your resource packs, open pack folder, and it will lead you to correct place. Normally, a file path will look like that on Windows. Another tip, if you're not quite ready to completely transfer to new update, if you expect that you will play previous version of the game, for example, if you don't want to update your world but want to play on some servers that require newer update, create separate installation for 120. It's not hard. When you create new installation, make sure that you create new folder for it. That way, new instance of a game will not interact with your previous one, and also it will not have any conflict with all your mods and resource packs. Just remember to copy your save file into the new instance of Minecraft, because the new installation will be completely blank, which will lead me to my next point. Update your mods and resource packs. As you can see, I have tons of mods installed, 70. Seems like a lot, isn't it? It's because I'm using Fabulously Optimized. It's a mod pack, meaning it's collection of many mods that help with Minecraft performance and improve some of the features, especially if you have not very powerful computer. It really helps with performance. I run it using Fabric. Since it's collection of mods, each individual mod will take different time to update to 1.20, and mod creators are doing their best to release the updates as fast as possible. But you also have to be patient. Sometimes it can take a while, weeks or even months. It's probably one of the reasons why I still play 19.2 and not 19.4. The story is a little bit different with resource packs, because very often you can run resource packs from older version of a game on new one without any problems, but it's still better to use resource packs correct for your game. All my favorite ones are vanilla picks. They are highly customizable and quite useful. By the way, if you want me to make more detailed video about all the mods, resource packs and data packs that I'm using in Minecraft, let me know in comments down below. Also shaders. MCA selector. I don't know if you've heard about this tool before, but this tool is very useful, especially for old worlds. MCA selector is a tool that lets you export or delete selected chunks from your world. Basically, if you have a world that you lived in for a while and explored a lot, chances are you've loaded a lot of chunks. Because of this, your world will become very heavy. For example, my world right now is 800 megabytes, and with more exploration, the size will only grow. But with MCA selector, I can actually open my world and literally remove all the chunks that are useless. Let me show you. By the way, do it only after you back up your world. Otherwise, if you delete any chunk that you're not supposed to delete, it will be gone forever. We don't want that. So, back up first. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's so important. So when you install and open this app, you should find the folder with your Minecraft world. Open it and it will have three options. First is your overworld, dim-1 is nether, and dim1 is for the end. So let's start with overworld. As you can see, it opened my world from the bird-eye view. With left click of the mouse I can select chunks and right click to deselect it. I use the wheel of the mouse in order to move Also, to zoom in and out of my world, you can see how my island looks. Well, mostly you can see the huge tree, but if I zoom out all the way, you can see all the regions that I discovered so far. It's quite a lot, but could be more. Mostly I discovered west and east, and not so much north or south. So all these loaded chunks, since they're already generated, there is absolutely no way I can find cherry blossom or trail ruins or any of the suspicious center gravel. Of course, there is no guarantee that this feature will generate there if I delete those chunks. It actually depends on your seed. And since chunks are so small, when you zoom out, you can delete whole regions of chunks very easily. But there is a catch. Let me show you. This tool can be also used for cheating, and I advise you not to do it. It will ruin all the fun. But just to show you a couple of examples, this is a place where I found stronghold. So this is stronghold that I already explored. So with this tool, I can locate very easily the location of stronghold as well as the location of the room with portal to the end. Well, I already found it before, so it doesn't matter. By using the slider on the top right, I can see every layer of the world from -64 all the way to the build limit. This way I can also discover all the ancient cities. For example, in these mountains. If I go quite low, I can clearly see them. Luckily, I discovered all of those. That's why I don't want to delete those chunks, because by deleting those chunks, I will reset all of the chests that were generated already and the ones that I already discovered and destroyed. I can get so many enchanted golden apples from it, but it really is cheating. So I will not delete these chunks. Also because in this city, for example, I have my warden switch and also my mob switch. If I delete them, I have to do it all over again. So I guess you got my point. With this tool, you can delete as many chunks as you want. I will only delete chunks on the edge of my world. Those chunks most probably were loaded, but I didn't really explore them, so there is no way I will delete anything important. Also, this tool will let you export or import chunks from one world to another. It may come in handy sometimes, but can also corrupt your world, so do backup. Same goes for the Nether and the End. However, in the Nether, it becomes much easier to find any of the bastions or fortresses. And in the End, you can find some of the End City that you probably missed. Also, it's hard to miss End City in the End. They're quite obvious. Chances are, if the chunk is loaded, probably you've seen it. Now, this tip is probably for people who want to create a new world. You can use websites such as Chunkbase to find your perfect new Minecraft seed. Yes, this tool can also be used for cheating, because it will show you the location of all of the features. But if you don't want any spoilers in your world, you can just deactivate them. The point that I'm trying to make here is that you can find a seed that you really look forward to. For example, if you use random tool in this website, or go to Maxseeder, you can find a world where you can spawn right next to cherry grow biome. You can actually find a world that have biomes that are more interesting to you much faster. You know, it's exciting to create new world with random seed without knowing anything about it. But then, what if you spawn in the middle of the desert, but you want to create your seed on the top of the mountain? That mountain can be thousands of blocks away from your spawn. So if you want to spawn right in the cherry grow biome or right next to it, you can easily find your perfect seed. Of course, I advise you, try not to spoil too much. Exploring Minecraft world blindly is still very exciting. But if you want to have your perfect base at spawn and you want to have that specific biome, like for example cherry grow, this tip is for you. With these tools, you can see where those biomes are located in your old world, if you know the seed of your world. That way you can find any biome or new trails much faster. But again, it's up to you if you consider it cheating or not. Speaking about the spoilers, it's completely up to you how much you want to know about the new update. You can go into it completely blindly, or you can watch all of the videos and read all of the articles in the internet. I'm staying somewhere in between. I know some things, but I hope there will be some features that are new for me. Many of the new features that were introduced and new blocks, you can access them immediately. For example, hanging signs, or if you have bamboo, all of the bamboo blocks. So remember to visit your bamboo farm, or make it much bigger. It's gonna be the most useful block in the game. Some other things, like all the pottery shards and these armor trims, You will need to spend a lot of time exploring before you find all of them. It's gonna be very challenging. So there is another piece of my advice. 1.20 will introduce new way to upgrade your items and armors to netherite into completely new way. From new update, you will need to find netherite upgrade template. And you will need 8 diamonds, and it is going to be very challenging. The only way you can find it is either to go treasure bastion, it will be one there for sure, or try your luck with other types of bastions, just 25%, so 1 in 4. And bastions are one of the most challenging places in the game. So if you upgrade your old world to new one, I strongly advise go for netherite hunting right now and create at least a whole set of backup tools and armors. You will not regret it. By the way, I made a video how I hunt for netherite. Check it out. 8 diamonds in order to copy it, and you will need one for each tool and each piece of armor. So also go for diamond hunting. Luckily, I got you covered. Watch this video if you want to find out the best way to hunt for diamonds. Now they are becoming more relevant again. Also investigate which armor trim you would like to get and which color you prefer. That way you can prioritize your exploration and also ready to implement it as soon as possible. As I mentioned, new update will be heavy on exploration. Finally, you have a reason to visit each structure in your world. If you want to find all the armor trims, you will need to visit Desert Pyramid, Woodland Mansion, Jungle Pyramid, and of course all of them have to be new. So before you go for the whole exploration, there is my small tip for you. First, make sure you get to explore all the new features that are already available to you. For example, if you have so much bamboo, you can already make all of the bamboo blocks. You can even implement it in your builds. I think these new blocks look so amazing. Also, make sure you have space in your storage system. I will have to find another slice for all of my bamboo stuff. Now that there are so many new bamboo blocks, if you already know which smithing template you want to target, you can take smithing table with you, as well as some diamonds to copy it. Always remember to copy your smithing template before you use, otherwise it will be gone. If you want to explore new territories, there is easy way to do it. Go to the nether, I prefer to go to the nether roof, and go 1000 blocks one direction. Make another portal and start from there. Also, little tip, take a cartography table with you and some emeralds. You can create a new cartographer that will give you map to Woodland Mansion, as well as new ocean monument. Don't forget to bring plenty of shulker boxes with you, or shulker shells like that. Clean up your inventory, but make sure to take plenty of supplies for your trip. Bring enough food, rockets, obsidian to make enough portals home. Also a saddle if you find a camel. And most importantly, make sure you have enough space in your ender chest, so you can fit all of the new things that you found. And if you're a hardcore player, like I am, remember backup totems if you get into any tricky situations. So that's what I will do when I update my world to 1.20. I really look forward to it. Let me know in the comments down below which features you are looking for the most. So see you in a new update. Bye!